need a moment? I'm not a young man.
We know your future, Oracle Witch!
Don't come any... Oh, you're not one of those Daedric monstrosities. First these Daedric aberrations and now you? What trouble has Oracle Mariv dredged up this time? The Great Mage? That doesn't surprise me. He's always had a peculiar fascination with Mariv's talents. My sister prefers her solitude, but we come by occasionally to check on her. When I arrived, the Daedra were everywhere, but Mariv wasn't here. Interesting. I noticed fresh ink on one of her parchment sheets. I think she was writing something when the Daedra appeared. This vision, perhaps. But there's no evidence of violence here. No, I think she sent her message and escaped to a place of safety. Probably the old weird site in what is now the Mines of Chorus. It's a good place to hide. Seek Mariv there. Be careful. Those old mines may be abandoned, but that doesn't mean they're empty. Meanwhile, I shall tell my sisters what occurred here.
The summoning worked perfectly, as I knew it would. I assume you need my assistance? You decided to utilize the Medallion of Summoning. Very well. Then you might as well tell me how the search for the Oracle goes. Let me see that. A little too familiar a greeting for my taste, but the Oracle always follows her own path. Ah, clever Marie, very clever. She left us a secret message and hid it in plain sight. It's all in the turn of phrase. Messages, elements, ritual, proper order. It makes perfect sense to someone who knows her well. The weird revere nature and the elements. We need to perform an elemental ritual to receive the message. Look for items that represent the elements. Air, earth, water. I'll find the prepared ritual site, and you place the items in the proper order. That should do the trick. A little awesome. The weirds draw power from the earth bones, so elemental items make sense. 3 engraved bowls. This must be the ritual site. A pure gemstone. You don't get much closer to elemental earth than that. A cup of water. Well, that's disappointingly obvious. Mariv must have been in a hurry. What's that? A feather? Wait a moment. What's light as a feather? Air! Weird rituals aren't complicated. Just place the items in the proper bowls. Ah, something is happening.
Master Varnus, is that you? You're the one I saw in my vision. I knew you'd be able to puzzle out my clues. But listen, I haven't much time. The Chaos Bringers, they caught me. They're taking me to an Iliad ruin somewhere in Auridon. Bawan, I think they said. Look, they'll be back soon. I have to tell you about my vision. It concerns Somerset and Artaeum. Somerset, the green and pleasant island of the High Elves. Artaeum, the vanished home of the Psijic Order. Both are caught in a dark and terrible web. I saw it. My visions. They aided the Psijics in the past. Now, others seem interested. Servants of the Dark Princes. They want to use my gift. Get me to reveal the location of Artaeum. You need to help me. Bawan, they're taking me to... Oh no, they're coming back. Hurry! Remember Bawan!
That sounded... not good. You really should make haste and get to Bawan. The Oracle has need of you. No, this affair has taken on a completely different meaning. If Artaeum and the Psijic Order are involved, then I need to keep the Mages Guild out of it. What happens? Somerset is the ancient home of the High Elves. I was born and raised there. Mariv's vision suggests a threat to the island. There are people I need to warn. As for Artaeum, it's the home of the Psijic Order. It doesn't currently reside on Nirn. The island vanished 350 years ago. The Right Master hid it in some pocket plane for who knows what purpose. I studied at the Kapora Tower during my time with the Order, but Psijic magic was too flashy for my taste. I've done more than enough. My break from the Order and the subsequent formation of the Mages Guild has never sat well with my former teachers. If this involves the Psijics, I won't do anyone any good by insinuating myself deeper into this affair. I have my suspicions. They're obviously connected to the Dark Princes that Mariv mentioned, but beyond that, I don't think they plan to harm the Oracle, at least not immediately. They have something more insidious in mind. Probably the same thing everyone wants, to get her to reveal something they want to know. And I'm concerned it might involve the Psijic Order. Mariv's abilities allow her to unveil hidden things and find lost places. Places such as Artaeum. The Psijic Order is a monastic society that follows the old ways of magic. I belonged to the Order myself back in the day, before a disagreement over another member led me to break ranks and form the Mages Guild. We no longer see eye to eye. Mariv not only sees into the hidden places, she has a way to contact them. It allows her to communicate with the Psijic Order's Right Master. I assume that's one way the Order keeps track of affairs on Nirn from wherever it is they hid their island. Because they might be able to use her to locate Artaeum. At least, that's my working theory. I will alert the Mages Guild of Somerset about the threat, and then go to the Guild Hall in Skywatch. Meet me there after you retrieve the Oracle.
Can't thank you enough.
And that's done. What's next?
This way. Wait, don't go. Please, help me. Surprised to see me? So were the Sea Elves. I didn't even have time to say Mage's Guild before they killed me. And now here sits poor old Betty stuck because of that stupid bet. I made a bet with my friend Angrel. We're both adepts at the hall in Volkilgard. I bet her that I could find more relics than she did in a 2-week span. Right. But the worst part is, I think I'm stuck like this. I put a pile of gold on the wager and we sealed the bet with a spell. A binding contract spell. Until I can win or lose the wager, I don't think I can move on. Would you? That's unbelievably kind. You'll be 3 times blessed in Aetherius. I should warn you, Angrel's something of a terrible person. And sincerely, thank you. My thanks.
Move! Now! To Apocrypha with you.
mummy.
I'm staying here till Silsalin is safe again.
Welcome, friend.
For prosperity, for security, for unity, for the Dominion.
Off we go. Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home. I never used to fight this much, until I met you.
The Cannon Reef betrayed us. I found proof. Canon Reeve Villano, member of the Veiled Heritance. No. Too late for me. Must go. Stop Villano before he escapes.
Fool. You think you can trifle with the Veiled Heritance and live to tell the tale?
That was a bit of a
Justice is done. I must return to my squad. Farewell.
Your valiant rescue of the first Auridon Marines was well-timed. They've driven off the last of the imposters. What news? My father was a traitor to the crown? Orchestrated an assault on his own people? Why? Why would you do this, father? Father, why?
Change of plans?
The last of the Heritants has been driven out. Silsalin is safe once again, thanks to you.
said, Nalitha the avuncular. Even in somber times must the wayfarer be offered greetings. Nazdar greets you, wayfarer. Though his Hotaza the corpulent often said, the forgetting of friends is a grievous wrong. Wise words. Tasnasi has not visited him in some time, but this one has not forgotten her. So believe Nazdar when he regretfully declines her invitation. This one has lost a prized possession, a lute gifted by a dear, departed friend. It has buoyed Nazdar's soul for so long, he sinks without it. Weighed down as such, he cannot be the fleet walker Tasnasi needs him to be. Truly? This one was practicing his lute in the canyon below, but his playing attracted irascible beasts. He was forced to leave it behind as he scrambled up the cliffs. The truth, however, noxious is sweeter than rose blossom, to quote the venerable Bait. Nazdar plays, but not well. The others throw things at him when he practices, so he plays where he can be alone. A saint. He once led the Stitches, not to glory perhaps, but away from shame. Even saints do not live forever, nor did he. But as Ballant the Canonical said, the dead recalled in good memories are the true saints of our lives. The truth, however, noxious.
Is. It's granted! Oh, my head. Just tell me what you're doing here before I turn your heart into a tomato. Oh, really? Tasnasi is still kicking around? A little good news to go around with all this bad. Like a fly in vine. Be careful of the vine, by the way. There's flies in it. I didn't say that. Well, what I mean is that I'd like to, but if Tasnasi wants me for my magical skill, I have some bad news. My focus is gone. I mean my other focus. My arcane focus. A bubble to focus magicka. I'm useless without it. I may have pawned it. To Lulius and Scipio never know. I'd give the gold back, but Kazda's really gouging the price of a bottle these days. Even the swill in this flophouse. The Avernos are inside. Get my focus back, and I'll owe you. Ugh. Well, sometimes my power gets a little out of control. The Mages Guild was supposed to help me master it, but they take a dim view of people breaking curfew and getting drunk on kitchen duty. Woo, and throwing up in the soup. When I need to cast a spell, I channel my magicka through the focus. It helps me weave everything together. Without it, my spells come out like tangled yarn, and the results are, well, unpredictable. Lulius and Scipion, they sit in the goitered cups like they own the place. Well, they do technically own it, but that's not the point. Ever since Kazda took over, the twins have doubled everyone's rent and the amount of water in the drinks. Because Kazda gets a nice kickback from all the money they bring in. And for good or ill, well, actually just ill. Kazda's in charge here, so he has the muscle. So the rest of us sit quietly and pay twice as much to get half as drunk. Well, sometimes my power gets a little out of control. The